camera real quick. There you go, a little clearer. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. While I get some things together. Untitled Hacking. What's going on, buddy? Welcome to the live stream. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I'm in the process of building the studio. I'm getting it ready for October. So instead of me hiding it, I might as well just show it. So I'm not going to show everything, but okay, I'll give it a minute for people to get in. While they're getting in, I'm going to tinker with some new stuff that we got. So we got a couple of things to talk about tonight. We're going to be talking about Meshtastic, talking about the event, talk about some of the stuff I got here. We got the Keyu in the studio today as well. This came in yesterday. I'm going to attempt to put the Momentum firmware on this at some point. We'll go from there. So, but I did want to attempt to build this guy tonight. This is the, I'm going to jump in it right away. So this is the, let's see, the N37 by Meshnology. So they make really cool gadgets. So I love the one I'm using right here. I believe this is the 32, the N32. This is the N37. For $42, you get this complete set right here, what you're seeing. And I might be able to get the camera to look down even more without falling over. Okay. So I got a couple of these I want to start to build while we're waiting for people to come in tonight. But this thing has GPS. You can put a solar on it. This is the Weo Tracker L1. This has LoRa on it, GPS. You can actually put a solar panel on this guy if you want. I don't know if I can see right in the camera because there's such a delay. What? Hey, thanks D for that. I really do appreciate it. So we're gonna start building this tonight, and we'll see how it goes from here. Talk about some future plans for the studio as well as for YouTube in general. But I just want to see how everybody was doing tonight. I'm going to start putting this together and talking to people in chat. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me push you back more. Does that look better? Let's see. Yeah, that's a good shot. I mean, that's good enough, right? And then I can do a little bit of light to help as well. Check Discord, okay. All right. Okay. All right, we'll fix that later then. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to start building this guy because it's going to be my new replacement for the N32. This has GPS on it, and I'm going to talk about tonight. I'm able to get comms all over the world using Meshtastic. Right now, I'm using a thing called MQTT, and I could talk to my friends all over the world now using Meshtastic by using the internet as a bridge. So we're going to talk about that tonight. I didn't get a chance to make a full detailed YouTube video on it yet, but I was able to make a YouTube short showing you how to do it now. And I'm actually built a test channel for you guys to test tonight. But I'm going to try to build this. There's no instructions. So I'm going to try to build this guy my own. I'm going to just start by attaching some of the antennas before I put any power to it at all. So the one I'm going to start with first is the GPS antenna. So that is the GPS antenna right there. And then I'm going to put on the LoRa antenna, which is right here. Let's see what everybody's doing in chat. Message redacted. Okay. So I'm going to plug in all the antennas, and I got to figure out how to fit it in this case, because this case is not as easy as the other ones they have. There's a lot of components to it, so I just wanted to, I got to make sure I do it the right way. So first things first, what way, so the screen I'm guessing goes this way. And it looks like there's two buttons. So it looks like, it must look like that. This is actually pretty nice looking, and I haven't even put it together yet. So let's put, and I get for $42, they give you everything. It's insane. So we got a big button and a little button. So I see two buttons here. This has got to be it. And there's a little square button. So let's go ahead and get some of the hardware out without making too much of a mess. These baggies are always suspicious. All right, so look at that. That's a big button. Is that where that's supposed to go? Is that right? I mean, it's the only thing that fits. Nope, that don't make sense. What's the picture? Let's look at the picture. See if I get it right there. Yeah, no, it's supposed to look that way. It's supposed to stick out that much, I guess, because to me it just doesn't look right. But, all right, so put that in there. Put the other button in there as well. So I'll probably only build one of these tonight. Nope, this is a LoRa. This is a N33 seed WEO tracker L1. So basically, this is a Meshtastic gadget that has GPS on it. This comes with a really cool, fancy case, all made by Meshnology, and for $42, you get this really cool looking gadget. Now you have to build it yourself, but I'm gonna try it live. There's no instructions, but I figured, hey, let me see if I can figure it out. So far, so good. I figured out where the buttons go, and then the actual stuff itself. We attach the antennas already. So there's two other buttons on the side here. So let's see if I can line up everything. All right, so that's what's the, you can see the screen. It's not sitting right yet, though. Why is it not sitting right? Let's see. What's it caught on? Give me 1 minute. Wait, that's all lined up. Oh, the button. I had to put in that button first. So there's a button I forgot to put in. So give me 1 second. There's another. Yep, little tiny square button. This is hard to do with gloves. Okay, so I got the side button in too now. So there's 3 buttons, 1, 2, and 3. So now I'm going to try to see if I can fit it in nicely. So it looks like I got to like start with this side first. All right. All right. Why is this not right? So it's not. Oh wait. Oh, okay. There we go. So now it's sitting in there correctly. So before I do anything, I think the battery connects to this guy. So before we send it home, let me see where the batteries are supposed to connect to. I believe it's that. In the front. Yeah, that's got to be it. Because I believe the solar is on the other side. Yeah, so solar is on the other side. So you actually plug in solar if you wanted to on this guy, but I don't have that mod currently. But it's cool to know that if I wanted to make this a solar power gadget, I can. Kinda Geeky, what's going on? Big shout out to Kinda Geeky. I know I haven't got a chance to write back to all your comments, but I always see you commenting in my videos. Big shout out to you, buddy. I really do appreciate your support on the channel. It does not go unnoticed. Hey, bro, comment, got ghosted. Keyboard T LoRa pager. I was using M5 launcher to install Bin5. Okay, the T LoRa pager. All right, so you don't need to do that anymore. I believe the pager you can just. Oh no, LoRa, you need the bin file. You're right. The page, I don't think it's supported by Mesh. I mean, it's supported by Meshtastic, but you can't use like the web flasher just yet, unfortunately. Okay, what's up, buddy? How are you doing tonight? I'm doing well. I'm doing all right. We're putting this together. I'm going to try to talk to chat, and I'll be a little bit more attentive than I usually am. We're going to invite people in. I'm going to talk about the Keyu. So I got the Keyu in the studio. I'm going to try to put momentum on this. Keyu actually sent me a really cool case. They sent me this really cool purple case that says break class in case of emergency. And they also sent me this blacklight reactive cat thing, which is really cool. You can't really, if I turn these off now, like it really reacts to the black light in this room, which it was sick. So if you haven't seen the unboxing video, it's pretty dope. But right now we're building this new Meshtastic gadget. It's the N37 by Meshnology. And it's for $42. You get this whole kit, which is again insane. So I'm gonna try. I have no idea how to do this. I'm just putting things together and seeing how far I can go before I break something. So I think I'm where I need to be. The buttons are in place currently, and I'm just going to screw everything in, which I gotta get a screwdriver. And I'm getting sick, so you guys have to bear with me. I apologize. Cybermate Chuck. Cybertruck here. Cybertruck made a video on putting momentum on. All right, so I thought I saw that pop up in my newsfeed. I couldn't find it. I was kind of looking for it before I went live, like, hey, just to make sure I'm doing it right. But all right, so maybe I'll check out his video tonight, and then we'll go off of him. You know what I mean? So we give him a shout out as well as try it. So I've seen I can get Flipper to work right now. So currently, right now, if I turn this on, the Keyu on, right, it says say no SD card. So I'm gonna turn off. I don't know how to fully turn this off yet. I held down the power button. It just doesn't want to go to sleep. But if I unplug the battery briefly, let me get my. So right now I have a Flipper Zero. So if I get my Flipper Zero and I put the SD card, the Flipper SD card in here, I can run the firmware. So I can literally just go like this. Take the SD card of my Flipper, put it in the Keyu, okay, turn it on, and as you see here now, I can go through the whole. It's like I have the Flipper. It's hard. I'm not used to these buttons. They're very weirdly placed. Sub gigahertz. Like you can see here, I have like the whole menu from the Flipper Zero. Like it's currently working. All I had to do is flop out. Needs an update. Firmware update to run this app. All right, so some things can't run yet, but you see the idea of it. So with that said, I'm gonna just put this aside. I got to work on the other thing and talk to chat. But it's very interesting. This product's very interesting. The only things I don't understand is that it's such a small. I get the small battery feature. But I can't imagine this thing pushing out strong signals, and I think that's people were complaining about that. I think a couple of the content creators I know are complaining about the antenna and the range on it. But it's a really cool gadget, and I love the idea of being able to just swap out and use Flipper Zero ecosystem on this device for half the price. So I think it's an interesting gadget. Again, at this point, there's just so many gadgets out there nowadays, and pen testing multi-tool. So you have to do something unique to stick out at this point. Yeah, it is unique. So I got to give it that. So yeah, I don't. But it's interesting. So very interesting indeed. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Cybertruck's video isn't a tutorial just showing off the cable. That's what I thought, because I think that's the reason why, but we'll figure it out. I mean, I'm assuming, you're supposed to be able to use a Flipper. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to learn together, just like we're learning how to put this N7 together with no instructions. So we're going to try our darndest. So I'm guessing the small screws are going to be to keep the board down. And you don't want to, anytime you try doing this stuff, don't send everything home right away. Make sure everything fits nice and snug. And then you can be aggressive, I guess. But I've been really getting back into Meshtastic lately, especially now that I can talk internationally on it using MQTT. Very exciting about that. Me and Dee have been talking. So what are you making right now? So I am making currently The N7, the N37 by Meshnology. So this guy right here has GPS built into it. So I currently, my daily driver right now, I love Meshnology because not because they give me money, not because of anything like that, because they don't. They just send me the products to test, and I honestly I really like it because it's such a good price for you guys. Like let me get the other model up first because I want to make sure I explain this correctly to you. Because of the fact that it's just so good. Is this the N30? Which one is this? All right, this is the N35. Okay, so the N35 currently, this is the one I have here. I had to build this one. I have videos on my channel. So basically, all this is a Heltec V3, right? They send you a battery, the really cool 3D printed case, the antennas, the hardware, battery, hardware, everything you need to make this for like not that much more money. So like this Heltec right here is like $20. This guy right here is $42. So for $42, like this alone, this piece of gadget alone is almost $20. Then you're throwing in a battery, when you're throwing in this case, like it's I don't know how they make money at all. Like to me, it's the best priced stuff out there. I think it's because you got to build it yourself, but it's not even that hard. I have 2 brain cells and a dream. I can somehow get this done. I have no idea what I'm doing. All I know is that this is where the GPS antenna goes, and this is the LoRa antenna. So I'm just figuring this out live with you guys. So if I can get this close, I mean, I think anybody can do it. So that's what we're making tonight. How would you be used for? I can talk all over the world with it. I can talk locally. It's a mini radio that I can send off-grid encrypted communications with. I can use it in many ways. Hi, Patrick. Zen, cool, showing off tools, just... Yeah, we're hanging out. We're gonna do more things. We'll do pen testing, but I want to build this. I want to talk to you guys more, and I feel like I can build and talk to you guys pretty well. Like read chat and stuff like this that are running around like crazy. So in the beginning of the live stream, I'll do something like this, and then we'll invite a guest shortly. I just want to take time to talk to you guys about things that are going on. Projects. We got the new GhostStrats theme coming soon. The live event is coming. Very excited about that, honestly. Been preparing. I've been working my butt off, working on the Bruce custom themes for the event, which are done, by the way. I can actually show you. If I get enough people in chat right now to say, "Hey, show us the themes you're making for us," I'll do it. I'll give you a sneak peek of all the themes I built. Also, shout out to Kinda Geeky. He's the one that won the CTF. And I made him a custom Bruce theme, which I'll also show you tonight if you guys want to see it. That was his reward for it. Was a secret squirrel, notorious squirrel. What a great CTF he made for the community. Yeah, that's the whole goal I want to do currently is just kind of work on community stuff together. So I want to honestly, I'm working on a podcast right now where I explain about the future of my YouTube channel and what my plans are, and I kind of want to slow down on these gadget videos because I feel as if that since there's so many, there's a lot of people now making content and they're making the gadget videos and stuff like that. I don't want to oversaturate. I don't want to make a video and then it hinders the quality of their video because not quality. It hinders the exposure they would get. So I'm gonna start moving on to a little bit different things and projects and letting them like build their channel, build their communities and stuff like that. So I want to give everybody like I don't know how to word it. I word it better in the podcast because I can kind of sit there and think, not live. But when it comes out, you can see the future of the channel, what I'm planning on doing. I have a break plan too. So after the event, I'm taking a couple Fridays off. I'm gonna be on the front lines of Battlefield 6. So if you guys want to play and join me on the front lines, I'll be there. So, all right, so I'll give you an update. So right now, this is how far I got. I put 3 buttons on, 1, 2, and 3. There's a switch here, and that everything seems to be lining up perfectly. So I think I'm done with this part. So now, the antenna. How the heck do you put this in? All right, so maybe I should not put the antenna on first. Hold on. So this part, the antenna is supposed to go in this part. So to do that, you have to untwist this. Net Reaper, hey buddy. Also appreciate you. I know you're always hanging out, joining the live streams, and hanging out with the community and stuff. Appreciate you. I know the regulars. Wait, kind of geeky. That's you. Okay, you have two different profile pictures. Okay. Oh, that's you. I'm just making a connection. No problem, man. I'm gonna show it off. I'm sorry. You know what problem? What threw me off is that you have two different profiles. I thought you were two separate people. Oh my god. Well, I love both of you, so I appreciate both of you. That's funny. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is the same guy. Alright, this is not going to be easy. Oh no. Alright. I'm going to put all two of my brain cells together. Alright, if I just... Alright, let's match... Alright, there you go. There's a shape. Let's match the shapes, right? Oh, look at me doing stuff. Look at that. Alrighty then. Alright. Yeah. Okay. We did things. Okay, now we need this. Now we gotta put the washers and the other piece. Oh crap, where did they go? Dilemma. Oh no, wait. Never mind. We're good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Alright, so now if I put the antenna on. Oh yeah, dude. Look how cool this thing looks already. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's cool. This thing's gonna be epic, dude. Yeah, this isn't suspicious at all. I can't. The thing is, like, this fits in my pocket nicely. This. That's kind of crazy. All right, so we're making progress. Let's check chat. Netgear, thank you. Did you see unique access points in the middle of my soon? So cool. Stop hacking. I'm not hacking. Diddy, thank you so much, dude. Didi, thank you, D. Well, thank you so much. You don't have to do that. Did you change your name? Or is that an alter account? Appreciate you, man. Yo, sweet. Oh God, sensation. What's up? Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the. I really do appreciate it, guys. All right, so we got this part done. We got this part done. So it looks like we got to do the GPS part. So the GPS. Now this is where it's going to get difficult, I think. Oh no, you know what? I think I'm supposed to do the antennas last. So there's no. That's where it's supposed to go. So I don't know what's the right. Is there good? Do they have? They come with stickers, but I have better ones I bought. So I don't know if you ever see this stuff. It's like double-sided little sticky pads. So I'm gonna put one in there. Alright, so I'm gonna put it. Does it fit? It fits. So there's one side of the sticky pad. And I gotta get the sticky pad out. Alright, so there you go. This double-sided sticky pad. And let's put this in. There you go. So we did a mod. Hopefully it fits. That's my only worry is that it's not going to fit. All right, so now you got to plug in everything, including the battery. So first thing you always do first, you don't put the battery in until you have the antennas in, or you can fry the devices. I'm currently building, for people that are asking or just joining in, I am building the N37. There's no instructions. I'm just doing this based off of what I think should go where. I have a couple brain cells in a dream, and I'm trying to build this guy right here. And I think I'm saying the name wrong. The Weo Tracker L1. D, if you want, I can open up the. I'm gonna open up the comms on the Discord only to the staff members. If they want to, any staff members want to talk and help me in chat and hang out and talk with everybody. Now that we got the stream started, I think we're what 20 minutes in or so. So let me start putting these antennas on. So GPS goes here. Where's the other piece though? Oh, on this. All right, so I gotta put a screw here. Oh, okay. So there's a square piece here. I don't know how I'm gonna get that on the board. That's gonna be really hard. Hold on. This is gonna be difficult. Let me put this on first, and then I'll talk. This is gonna be tough. All right, GPS antenna is on. So I gotta put the GPS cover on first. It seems like. So that's in. Now the LoRa goes there. And once I put the LoRa in, I put the battery in. So let me focus on this. Like I want to make sure. All right, we gotta put the square washer in the back. All right. Oh boy. All right. Take two. Yeah, I need a glove sponsorship that like the gloves that are tighter. Sponsorship in general. All right. No, yeah, because gravity's a thing. All right, so if I no, that's not gonna work either. Hold on, I'm using all my brain cells here. Give me a minute. I'm gonna figure out the best way to do this. All right, we're gonna use gravity to our advantage. Okay, hold on. Everybody calm down. Stop yelling. All right, no, it didn't work the way we want. All right, I think I'll have better luck messing with this afterwards. So let's go ahead and just get this on, and then we'll mess around with the antenna afterwards. All right, yeah, because me putting that modification on it to get this stick a little bit better is making it harder for me to stick this in. So note to self: if you use your own sticky pads, it's gonna force it to stick out a little bit. So let's. All right, so there you go. So the antenna is in. So you see the square button right here, the little square washer. That's what holds it in. So that's in. So now I gotta finagle the antennas again. This one, oh, it's not that bad. I should have just did this first. So you learn by watching me. Like if I go ghost, now I know just do that part first and then put the antenna on. Again, I don't want to force anything because that doesn't feel right. Come on. And then after this, let me just check chat. D. Lamar Williams. Lamar, what's up? Lamar's another regular. Thanks for stopping in the live stream and always hanging out. I always see you making the comments too. Appreciate your support on the channel. You guys, believe me, the regulars don't go unnoticed. I do appreciate you guys' comments. You actually make it really, like, seeing you guys come back and like the content I'm producing, it really makes it, like, makes me feel good about it. Like, oh, you know, I must be doing something right. All right. Come on, why is the antenna not wanting to stick now? I think it's in. Ah! All right, we're in. That one's in. Now, this is where the LoRa antenna is going to go. This got to be, I'm definitely, I think I'm doing it like the hardest way possible. All right, LoRa antenna is in. We haven't done the battery yet. So now it's okay to plug in the battery. Battery is in. You probably saw my head there, but that's okay. I don't see any life though, which is making me nervous. I got no light. Oh, I got life. Okay, we got life. So let me turn it off. So it works. So now I'm going to put a sticky pad in there. Morning. Asa, what's up, buddy? Another great community member. this is really sticky. Look at that. That's one sticky pad, dude. All right, so let's use engineering here. So we want it to go like that. So we want the battery to fit in like that. Oh, God. All right, that is... Now it's just the wiring is getting in the way. Get over there. No one wants you there. Oh crap! All right, we're very close. We just got one wire getting pinched. I hope I don't. I gotta be gentle. I don't want to disconnect anything either. All right. Oh wait. Oh, another. So you got another wire right here. Push it in. Don't be too aggressive. You want to puncture nothing. Pinching the stupid battery wire. It's always something. All right, he's on the wrong side of the lock. Get over there. There you go. There we go. Nope, no, you're not in the right spot. All right. All right, so now we got to put the washers in. Now, oh God, there goes the camera. We're close. Everyone all right? Everyone okay? Is everyone all right? Did we survive? Everyone all right? Talk to me, chat. You okay? I was close. Everyone all right? Jeez. This became dangerous fast. The robot just got mad at me. All right, chill, dude. You want to fight, bro? Jeez, the stupid robot arm just like twitched at me. Sorry about that, guys. Jeez. Aggressive. All right, so I'm putting the washers in. So, again, I'm kind of like going backwards right now, but I think we did it. As long as the antenna didn't fall out during the whole awkward thing. God, I'm doing this. Why couldn't my character not have gloves? Okay, put him in. You stick. All right, hold on. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So you see the design. It's a square and a circle. I mean, you know that toy when you're like a kid and like you had to match the shapes? Like that's what I'm doing here. So it's a lot more intimidating than it looks. I promise you. All right. Ow. Something. All right, hold on. Something's getting squished here. What is getting squished? What is it? Is it the stupid LoRa antenna wire again? It could be again because I put the extra sticky pads in here because I don't want the stuff bouncing around. But maybe it's me. So don't put the sticky pads in. Just use the ones I guess it comes with it. It's a lot thinner. It's probably better than what I was doing. All right. And I think we need, is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'm missing one. Did we do it? I think we built it. That's it. They must give you extra hardware. I mean, it's always, oh, you know what it is? It's from, no, is that from the other one? All right, hold on. Something's wrong. This is not, why do we have so much hardware left over? 1, 2, 3, 4. No? All right. So I don't know. Something's wrong. I think they just give you extra hardware. That's probably what it is. So they give me 2 extra things. Very nice. Oh wait, there's another one? Oh, that's from another project actually. Okay, so let's see if we broke it. That's the key. Does it turn on? All right. Yay! Look what we did. Yeah, this thing looks sick, dude. Like this is still going to be my daily carry. This one I might take when I want to really act up. Like, this is insane, dude. Like, this is nice and discreet, and then this, it's like, hey, look at me, dude. This could be anything. This could be like a pack of gum. This is just like, whoa. I like it, though. Did you got the GPS? Really cool. Again, Meshnology. I mean, for $42, you can get one of these. It's the same price as this guy right here. It's $41.99. But this one, you get GPS. You get these really nice buttons. And again, I put it together. I had no idea what I was doing. Max Smith. How's it going? Cherry! So yeah, I was able to do it. So really nice. Cherry, I saw you on your channel. You basically got the one without the case on it. Look at the case Meshnology has. Look how nice this is. I highly recommend this case. I was able to put it together, not too bad. Here's a LoRa antenna, GPS. This is cool. Very cool. So I'm not going to build the other one because it does take a little time. I don't want to waste your guys' time. So I don't know. Did you guys say you wanted to see all? Did you guys want to see the sneak peek of all the Bruce firmwares I've been killing myself the last week making? Do you guys want to see it? Kinda geeky. Do you want me to show off the one you won that I created for you and your guys over there? What do you guys think? Should we do it? And before we do that, shout out to Meshnology. Thank you for sending me this. I'll try to make a formal video soon. I've just been busy with the studio trying to get it ready for the new rebrand. All right, I got one show him. All right, I'm gonna show Kinda Geekies because I already have his preloaded. So if people that don't know, this is my new daily. This is my LilyGo T-Embed CC1101 Plus. What's the difference? Well, it has NF now. NRF, sorry. NF's the wrapper, sorry. NRF is what this has, not the wrapper I like. So he has a custom boot screen I made him. It says NerdSec. It says your network, our playground. That's his slogan. And then he has the matching themed icons. Can you guys see it? Big fan of NF. It's almost like I feel like he's like me, like the way he the stuff he talks about and stuff like that. Like it's exactly how I feel. Loving it. And he's a Christian rapper, so that's what we like to support on this channel. So really cool. So yeah, again, congratulations to Kinda Geeky. He was the one that figured out that really elaborate CTF that Notorious Squirrel came up with. Again, shout out to Notorious Squirrel. What a well done CTF. So awesome. All right, so let's go ahead, and I need a drink real quick. And then while we're doing that, I'm gonna preload the next firmware to show off to you guys. I mean, the next theme. And then after that, I'm going to bring in one of the guys to help me with chat. And we're going to mess around with the Flipper Zero and the Keyu while they're talking and stuff like that. All right, I got to go to config. So I spent so much time on this stuff, guys. I can't think and do things at the same time. So I have a folder in here called New Themes October 3rd. Right here. It says New Themes October 3rd. Here are all the new themes. All the new themes. So I'm just going to show you the cool animated ones. I'm pretty sure that's the ones you guys want to see instead. So let me do the simple ones first. We have animated. This is for the M5. This is for the T-Embed. This is the Cyber Nightmare. So Cyber Nightmare is the whole theme for the event. So this is just a special one. So you see here, it says config, you have the really creepy looking guy. And then it should give you like a little jump scare. So that's your config. This is your Wi-Fi, get the lightning. Now I sized this, this took me so long, guys. I spent like 2 a.m. like multiple nights in a row getting this stuff to work properly. I have it sized for the M5, so if you have a car computer, or the M5. Good luck getting it on the M5 Plus stick, but if you got the car computer, putting it on an SD card, you can do it. I have it sized. Actually, if this is charged, this might show you one of the other themes. I haven't made the custom boot stuff yet. It's coming, but yeah. So this is the other one. This is the GhostStrats theme, but the smoke now, so you can see it, the smoke moving. So I made these all size too for the M5 as well. So you got the smoke. Now that's a whole new GhostStrats theme, the dark green and that elaborate dark, not elaborate, but the deep indigo, the ghost phantom colors with the smoke. So that's the rebrand that's coming in October 3rd. So this it's also part of the event is the big rebrand, the 150,000 subscribers celebration. It's a big event. So we have interviews, etc. So I also size everything you see here. I size for this guy too, which was not exactly easy. So we got Bluetooth. You got the AI robots coming out of the ground that want to come after you. We got RF, this really weird floating thing. More scary lightning and AI images. The eyeball. I think this one looks around and everything too. Yeah, oh, it blinks. I forgot. I have so many different ones. Yep, he looks around. Blinking eyeball. FM. This one's just creepy. They're all floating, looking at you. And then what else we got? Files. The computer's bleeding files, which is really cool. The matching colors. So you notice the cyber nightmare theme is a little bit cyberpunkish, while my theme is a little bit more darker. So this one's a little nice. You got the world falling apart, explodes, etc. NF. You see all the movement, guys, right? I don't know. It's a good question. I mean, something we could look into for sure. So another day. So there you go. So that's a sneak peek of the event theme. So I'm releasing this one now. I made over 50 computer background themes for the event. Over 50. This way, and I upscaled everything. So if you want to put them on all your devices, on your computer, on your phone, I'm just during the GhostStrats rebrand, I'm giving you access to a whole bunch of cool stuff. So if you want to get on that too, if you want some of that the cool colors and the cool themes, you'll be able to get it too. So with that said, let's go into the other one. I mean, do you guys want me to show you another one? Let me know. So I'll show you the GhostStrats one if you guys want to see it. So it's all the themes I've made. This is the folder. All right, this is animated GhostStrats theme GhostStrats icon theme. Oh, that's another cool one I got to show you too. All right, I gotta get. If you guys want me to show you another one, I gotta get a little bit more hype in chat. I can't just let this go. Give me a little bit more hype. Oh, I take a drink. All right. We got the hype. All right, you guys okay? Jeez, guys, calm down. All right, we look. Let me see what we can do here. So this is the GhostStrats animated theme. Now, also, let me just show you. Let me show you around real quick what I've been doing to the studio. As you see, the colors are changing in here. So this has been taking me a while, but that's our new tapestry. What I'm trying to make here is like a hacker laptop background, like hacker laptop. It has all hacker stickers. It has this really blacklight reactive skull that's glitching out. Then we have all these custom. It took me a while to staple this thing to the walls and everything. The LED lights. Now that's going to change. I'm not done yet. Keep in mind, but I'm showing you this early, so in October you get the idea of the GhostStrats theme. I have a fog machine, so if you see my latest YouTube videos where I'm using a fog machine for like the clips and stuff like that, like this, it's completely digital phantomed out, the studio. And these lights, so again, these are all, I strung these up myself. I actually have different modes too. I don't know if you guys, it's gonna be hard to just pick it up on the camera. But you can see, and I got a cloth coming for the ceiling too. You're not gonna see that much longer either. So you can see here. So I've been working really hard getting the studio up and going, getting ready for the October rebrand. All right, how do I get back to regular? So yeah, been working really hard in the studio. So you guys get the idea of what we're doing here. I got merchandise coming out, again, computer backgrounds and stuff like that. Maybe I'll show you a couple of those tonight too. But let me go ahead and show you, because you guys said it. You guys, again, this robot arm, I wish I bought this like a year ago. I didn't realize how great it really is. All right, you're not going to follow me again, are you? All right, so this is the GhostStrats animated icons. So the config, you got the logo. You have my guy glitching out. You get this creepy ghost. And I like that we're going back to the deep purple vibe too. Like it just feels at home. So this is the last rebrand, by the way. This is it. So after my GhostStrats character is coming to an end, his like evolving stage and stuff like that. So it's just he's gonna be consistent from this time forward. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but the smoke is moving. So it's glowing. The smoke is moving. As you see here, the smoke is moving there. Get the cool smoke effect. It's not too jumpy. Like that's why I wanted something that's like it can look good on all devices. It can be sized pretty easily. It can be modified pretty easily. But you see, a nice little. It's a nice touch. The lighting is not great right now, but it looks better in person. I promise. But you get the nice smoke effect all throughout, and then the last one you have me glitching out. So that was that one. Now I want to show you a cool one. I'm going to show you this. Actually, let me get some more hype in chat. Yeah, it does. That's why we do it this way. You know, and it's also cheaper for me. I donated all my last equipment to other people, so I don't have the studio stuff anymore. All I have is my phone right now. So do not have the money to do upgrades currently. Like this right now, it's just the studio. Okay, so let's go to UI theme. So let me go back to the folder. T-embed. All right, so where's the cool digital phantom embed? All right, so here we go. So this one's unique because these are just really cool backgrounds. So each background represents something. So this one, the safety is an illusion, is Wi-Fi. This one with the anonymous mask bleeding out the two different colors, that gooey green and the purple, that one is Bluetooth. RF is the zombies, not zombies, but the AI robots coming out of the ground. So all these computer backgrounds, you have to remember which one is what. I made a README file so you can memorize them, but these are all these computer background stuff that I made too. All the creepy AI, digital glitching, skulls and stuff like that. There's me standing with the fog coming in. So it's very similar. Like you see the old theme merging into this one. Really cool. I kind of did like a collage backgrounds for your computers and stuff like that. The black masks that you see on the studio now, like stuff like that. Look how cool. So all this stuff's coming in October 3rd. That's what I've been really killing myself working on. All these cool backgrounds. There's another island. Then you got me at the end. So there you go. So that's that one. So that's enough for now. That's pretty much it, actually. And then I made the animated ones not animated. So if your devices can't handle animated, you'll be able to just do the standard ones if you wanted to. So that's that. So we did a lot already in this live stream. I'm going to clean up a little bit. But actually, before we go, I'm going to bring in Cherry Tomato or D, or actually both of you. I want to demonstrate international communication using Meshtastic, because I know we've been experimenting with it this week. I just want to see if you guys want to join a Discord call, if you guys want to set one up. We can show it live if you want. So this guy right here, it connects with LoRa, but right now I can use this in the internet to bridge connections. So this Let me show you actually. I have a diagram here. I'm getting really sick. So it's called MQTT. So basically what's happening here is that your Meshtastic is uses your phone's connection or whatever connection you have to get to the internet, gets to a special server. From the server jumps to another LoRa device and then back onto your phone. So basically what's going on here is it's using the internet as a bridge. So now we can connect our Meshtastic devices worldwide in special encrypted channels. Now I'm going to make a YouTube video explaining this. Also, there's a way for you to make your own server. So if you don't trust the server that you're using, by the way, it gets deleted. It's not designed to stay. It's basically like UDP for people that know networking. You can connect worldwide. So I have it set up right now. I have it configured on my phone. I have a YouTube video. I have a YouTube short showing you how to do this. So there's Cherry Tomato right there. He's in Spain. I'm in the US. So right now I'm using this gadget right here. And we have encrypted. This is encrypted comms, by the way. Special comms, special military grade. I know people joke about that, but military grade encryption. We're able to communicate over the internet, over LoRa and the internet. And the cool thing is too, like so if I was to, I'm trying to turn this on actually. I got my other devices hooked up to it. Hello. Of course. Hello. Why? All right, HE from the USA. Dude, this is bad. It's gonna be 45 minutes to write this one sentence. What's up? So there's D right there. So here's another funny thing that I discovered today too. So it's going over the internet, right? It's being sent from my phone to this device, and then this device is broadcasting it to other LoRa devices. This guy's not connected to the internet at all, but he's able to read the messages going on right now because it's set up to view that channel. I can't text on this channel, but I can view everything that's going on right now. So if I go on here, so as you see here, I actually see the whole conversation going on because now it's using the internet as a bridge, and then this bridge is broadcasting it over LoRa to any other device that's configured on the same channel. That's crazy, dude. All right, GhostStrats are ready to go. Ready. Okay. Where are you? Where are you, D? Phone call? Maybe are you in the server? Test? Hello? I can't see you. Hold on. Oh.
I'm John Cena.
Oh, it's a thing. Okay, here we are. All right, what's up, guys? What's going on? Put the volume up. Talk to Chad.
He hasn't joined yet.
Yeah, he's trying to join. His Meshtastic connection is better than his internet connection. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
First Jerry.
Cherry, what's up, buddy?
What's up? What's up, guys?
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
Setting up the new temp channel for Meshtastic.
Okay, yeah. Did you get the information I put in the mod chat?
I did, yes.
Okay, so everybody watching the live stream right now, we're going to try to get you in one of these channels so you can talk internationally. So basically right now, we're going to give you a channel key, and then we're going to give you a special, it's called a root topic. Basically, it's just like the file server that you need to connect to so you can listen to the messages. And then you're going to be able to talk to us as well. And I have a YouTube video, which I already have. I'm gonna key it up in a minute, showing you what settings you need to put. So if anybody in chat have Meshtastic that wants to try this, you can. And if you feel like you don't have time to do it right now, if you want to do it another date, I'm gonna leave the channel. I mean, the channel will be up forever. I'm gonna delete it off my device anyway. But if you have that encryption key, that channel basically can be used whenever. You can create your own channel, etc. So, excuse me. With that said, you can do it at a later date, and I have a YouTube video showing you what settings you need to be able to talk using MQTT.
Are we naming that channel temp channel?
So-
Temp CH?
You can name it whatever. So apparently that doesn't matter. That's just your personal identifier. But as long as you have the root tree, root
Root tree.
I don't know where that's from. Root topic. If you have the root topic and you have the correct channel key, you're able to talk. That's all you need.
Yeah, and then you have uplink and downlink enabled.
Yep.
MQTT OK is enabled, and ignore MQTT is disabled.
Yeah, and make sure that you reset your device because otherwise it's going to be currently connected to the previous channel.
The previous one, yeah.
And then let me queue up that video. So if anybody, we'll do it real quick. I don't know if anybody wants to join that channel, but I want to show you it's possible. Like, it's pretty cool that we are able to talk. Now, this is like better than WhatsApp because you control this environment. It's your stuff. And I'm gonna work on making my own broker. So like I can make my own server. So I want to get like a I want to get like a Hackberry Pi, or I know Spec 5 is building something like, or they already have something like that. I want to host it, use it, do everything on my device, and use the internet connection. So no matter what, like, it's all controlled by me. So you can make it even more stealthy and more private eventually. So that's a project I'll work on later on. But for the basics, like, you're able to do this now. So if you're like, if your social media stuff gets shut down, let's say Facebook Messenger, wherever it is, it gets shut down. This is another way you could communicate using the internet and using the tools you already have. You have Meshtastic and you have nobody to talk to. You don't have that many LoRa devices around you. This is another way you can use your devices to just talk to other people. Like I like my little, I have Discord, but I've been having fun using my Meshtastic device, talking to these guys during the week. It's just fun. So something to look into and make your devices a little bit more valuable. What'd you say?
Did you want me to link that?
Yeah, you go ahead and put it in the chat. Yep, we put it in the chat. I'm going to try to put... I got to get the video up, too. I want to finish that podcast tonight, too. So oh, and by the way, guys, I have 2 radio tech videos. The study guides I posted today as well. So if you guys are studying for your ham radio tech license, I did post 2 videos today. Lesson 4 and Lesson 5. So this week, we're going to be doing 6 and 7. So just going to give you guys a heads up.
Alright, let's go ahead and reboot this device.
Alright, so I have that queued up. So while your guys are doing your thing, I'm going to show them in chat the settings that they need. And let me get this robot arm to listen to me and get my drink out of the way. Up, robot arm, up, okay. So this is me doing the example. I have a YouTube short on my channel, which is one of the most recent ones. And you're going to see here the settings that you're going to need to have. I'm going to pause it when it gets here. This is me just doing the talk and demonstration. So again, this is showing the diagram, how this is all working currently right now.
Saying hello. Everything worked out.
Okay. Sorry, I talk a lot apparently in this YouTube short. I apologize, but I get excited. So first step, you're going to go to your settings. You're going to go to LoRa. You're going to make sure you have ignore MQTT off. You're going to make sure you have OK to MQTT on. All these settings here you see, make sure it looks just like that. Oh no, I sent it too hard. All right, hold on. Okay, I'm not going to move this time. So that LoRa, make sure you have these settings set up the way it is. Okay, now next one, you're going to go down to, make sure you got to save every time you do this, MQTT. Make sure all this is on. And then this is that root topic thing. Make sure you have the correct root topic, because this is basically the, like, not a channel, but the folder that you're allowed to listen to. You got to make sure you're in that same folder. And then right here, you're going to go to channel, and this kind of went fast now that I'm looking at it. So let's go back a little bit. So after you're done, you're going to go to channel. So you're creating a channel here. This is the key. This is basically the channel. If you don't have this, you can't talk on the channel. And then you got to make sure these 2 things are on. Uplink enabled and downlink enabled. This will allow you to communicate and also to receive. So you're going to see me turn those on. You can name the channel whatever you want. That's just your personal identifier. This is what matters. And you see here, there's that temp channel. So this is the one you can join right now and talk right now. So those are the settings. I'm going to go through it one more time. I'll let the video play through so you guys can double check. Now, if you have a LoRa device, now I have one that supports 915 megahertz, so I can talk on US bands. And basically, I should get that out of the way. I can talk both, so I can use the internet to talk on one channel and use my local channel if I don't want to use MQTT. So it's cool. You can do both with one device. So this is just an added thing you can use with your Meshtastic gadgets to have these global communication systems that you're in control of. So that's just me saying subscribe. So there's that. So I don't know if anybody is in the chat. I'm going to try to jump in as well to see what we see. See if we got anybody in the chat or anyone around the world. I have it set up here. This one is temp channel 1 with test. Was it on the right test? See if we get any response there. And again, no rush. Or you don't have to do this either. But I want to let you guys know this is something you can do with your Meshtastic gadgets. I had a lot of complaints on YouTube. Oh, there's not much you can do with this. I can't talk to my friends. I can't do this. There's nobody around me. I get it. I don't have a lot of people around me too that use this. There's only a few crazy people or guests around here like me. But now I found another tool that you can turn this into. My original plan was to use a radio repeater to send Meshtastic messages over a long span, but you can't send encrypted messages over radio. So that kind of got like flat. I'm like, oh, there's got to be another way to do this. And then the more research I did, I'm like, wait, this is possible through MQTT. And then I started learning about it. I started testing it. And then me and Cherry Tomato, he was a big help with all this too, and D, we were testing it. Hey, can you check if it works? Are you getting messages? No, try this setting, try this setting. And then sooner or later, we tried enough where we actually got it to work. And like, oh, wow. Then I did some more research. I kept learning. And then now I'm sharing it with you guys. So really cool tool. And again, great for a messaging system. If all your stuff gets shut down, this is an option you have to talk to your friends and family. Something added. And these gadgets are cheap. They range anywhere from 15 to whatever you want to pay. So this guy right here is 41. You can just get the Heltec device itself, no battery, nothing, for $20. You get a T3S3, which I learned is not the best currently because at least the Heltecs, they have the radio frequency where you can talk on 915 megahertz band, so you can talk to more devices. You're locked into 2.4 gigahertz on a T3S3, so it's only good if you have like two of those. Like it's good for certain scenarios, but if you were looking for a Meshtastic device, you want to connect to other nodes, you're better off with the Heltec, believe it or not, or the beginner one. So something I've been learning this week as well. So I don't know what you guys think in chat. Let me go ahead and check chat. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Cybertruck, what's up, buddy? Cybertruck, how did you put momentum on your? How did you do this? We saw you that you were able to do it. Did you flash it onto it, or did you just take your SD card out and pop it in there?
You can use a Keyu Flipper app to install momentum on the PC board.
You can.
Yes, you can.
Oh, I'm saying I'm like surprised. Like, oh, you can? No, okay.
Oh, I thought you were saying it.
No, I'm sorry. My tone, it's hard. Yeah, no, I very. I'm also getting sick, so I'm like my voice is starting to change too.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, kids go back to school, dude. Like within a week, you're sick.
It's back to school.
It's insane.
Exactly.
Why did it last a week, dude? Not even a week.
That's why I'm not sick.
Oh, these kids, they're so germy. So you are here, so you got yes. Hey, what's up? Yeah, Cybertruck. I don't know if you heard me. How web flasher? Oh, you did do the web flasher. Okay, so I guess that's my initial thought. You can do that.
I love that web. I love the momentum web flasher. It's so simple.
Yeah. Momentum.
It sure is.
Let's see here.
You can use Keyu Flipper. You can use their flasher.
I'm a kid. Oh, this is dead.
My firmware like a dozen times already. I just go in there and like flash. Done.
wrong momentum. See.
Anybody else sending messages in the temp chat?
I don't see it. It seems like quiet. I don't think anybody can.
Like, I can tell that my messages are going through because they've got the green bars, or not the green bars, but the green symbols around it.
Yep.
Yeah, the acknowledged.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending it too, but I don't see anything. So I'm on the channel also, so let me double check. Let me test our normal ghost channel, our channel 1 here. Our normal channel. Test. Yeah, so that's the normal channel. So that yeah, so we got the normal channel to work. Now, it's possible that the temp channel, so they set it up 2 days ago, maybe it doesn't exist anymore. I don't know how it works. Maybe there's a time limit, but I thought I tested this today.
I'm assuming that the temp channel is active because messages are
Yes.
are sending. I mean.
Yeah. Temp channel 1. What's your key begin with? Is it I0 IOS?
Yeah, I literally copied
Yeah,
the
so
one that you posted.
uplink, downlink is up, that's there. I'm looking right now. Let me just look at the tree here. Where is my MQTT? Yeah, I'm on the same root tree. I keep saying root tree. Root topic.
Yeah, the same word. Well, okay. So do you have to, because you changed the key? Do you have to be on a different root topic?
I don't think so. I think
root topic.
Because the way the root topics work. So like, think of it as the website there. The broker is that meshtastic.something.org. So that's the post office. And then the mailbox is that root topic. So like, as long as you're in that mailbox, you can see the messages within that mailbox. If that makes any sense.
But I'm saying, like, for the purposes of this, we've created 2 channels with separate keys, but on the same root topic. So like, we have 2 mailboxes going to the same address, so it's only sending to one.
No, I think it still works that way. I think it still can work that way. So you can have multiple. I'm pretty sure you can have multiple channels within that topic, that root topic. So if I created one right now, it probably would work. I don't know why this one isn't. Let's see. So our main channel is working just fine. So I was to add a channel, per se. I'll just. I don't know how I'm gonna send this to you actually. I have an idea. Let me copy this. Oh my god, select all, copy, and then uplink up, downlink up, save. I'm going to go to the ghost chat, I'm going to send it in there. Okay, settings, messages, that. I'm going to paste the key to get into the channel here. Okay, so that's the key to get into that other channel.
This is for which channel?
It's for me labeled as default channel 5. I mean, the identifier is up to you.
Okay.
So I'm waiting. See, mine says waiting for acknowledge to be acknowledged.
Can you possibly paste that into Discord so I don't have to manually enter that long string?
You can't hold and cut and paste it?
On my device, no.
Oh, okay.
It got sent into my device, so.
Oh. Let me try, because I'm using a separate phone that has none of my contacts in. This is a special phone. I'm gonna board this mission and just say that it does work. And because we're proving it here on our main channel, which I don't want to save, I don't want to share out because we have a lot of staff members in it currently right now, and there's no way to really moderate this either. So that's another thing I'm worried about. You can't just delete messages and time out people on this. So
how else do we plan world domination?
Exactly, yeah, for sure. So I mean, so we're gonna leave that there. But watch the YouTube video. We can communicate. I can do it right now. This is our channel that we made with the guys here. I'm gonna send a little hello, and this is working. Every time I do this, it wants to default to that. Hello.
Cyberchuck says, Ghost, there's a README that's in the Flipper firmware that gives you the GitHubs for all 4 of them.
All right, we're jumping. Okay, the Keyu. Okay, so there's a README. All right, cool. So I gotta look into that. So, that'll be probably maybe something I do this week because I want to make the MQTT video this week coming up. So if you do that, Chuck, excuse me, if you do that, I would love to see that video, like how to set it up, just or anybody, any of you guys either, doing the firmware.
Og did a video on how to install the firmware on the board.
Okay, he did. All right, so I'll check out his too. So because I know right now that the way I was doing it was I have it on the flipper and then basically I just put the SD card, popped it in here, and it worked. So I mean
I think all you have to do is just plug in the USB-C and then flash it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I want to like kind of try it, experiment with it, see if it works. So.
I'm gonna have to get a keys now. Is it Keyu or Keyu? Because apparently that's the big.
Keyu, like the lady's name.
Keyu.
Got it. Okay.
And the only thing with this device, like you guys are, which I don't understand, the battery's so small. Like, anybody have a range tester on this thing? Like, how anybody actually like
the battery doesn't last very long. Obviously we have a button battery on there. I think what is it, a 2032 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it lasts a few minutes. NFC's got issues right now, I believe still. The range on the sub-gigahertz, I believe, is only 10 centimeters, which roughly ranges to what in inches for you guys? I would say maybe honestly, I'm not sure what
Why is that
for
not
that, but anyway, let's get right there.
Goes 15 feet.
15 feet.
NFC is
Yeah,
all
right.
contact.
Yeah, NFC, RFID, all that stuff. That the power, they still have the power issues with that. So when you have the board on, not connected to a cable, and you go and you try to read an RFID, the board shuts off.
Oh. That's not great.
It's not, but they're working on it.
Yeah, but it's an interesting device though. Again, like you got to be unique to stand out nowadays with the stuff. And it's a unique way to do it, like using ecosystems that already exist rather than creating new ones. I like that idea.
Yeah, exactly.
And for half the price, but dude, it does feel like I'm nervous every time I use this device. I feel like I'm about to break it. It's not like if you're not used to using devices where it's like this raw, like you like having a case, it's a little bit more sturdy. Like I feel like I could break this very easily, and I'm nervous because I'm very rough with things personally.
Yeah, I would not even touch it until I had a case from Tron.
Yeah.
To immediately put it in, because I will take it out of the package and it will break. I will figure out a way. I am that clumsy.
Yeah, I ordered a case from him today. I bought that one that's like super sick looking. It has like that like the
newest one.
It looks like shattered glass. That's so cool.
Yeah, I literally just want to buy the case
just to have it, right? That was a thought. Yeah, he has awesome cases, dude. It's his birthday today. I know I said that already.
Yes.
Let me go back to chat.
Everybody wish Tron happy birthday.
Yes, go spam Tron right now. Happy birthday.
Send him messages, show him love, talk in the chat, ping him like crazy.
I had a thought. I know one of you guys has his address. I was thought about like sending him like pizza or something today, but that's something we could do in the future.
I do indeed have his address.
So we can have fun with that at a later date. I was like, I was sending him some cupcakes, so like, that's you messed up. You messed up. But he has my address too now because I bought something from him, so I gotta be careful too, I guess.
I hear a repeat voice like echoing.
Really?
I know someone else. Can you check your webcam? Is your mic on?
Yeah, I've got all of my stuff on mute.
And then we got you going through here.
That's interesting. What is going
Oh,
on?
it's probably because I'm recording and then they're hearing it on a delay. No, that doesn't make sense. No, because I did this before. Can't be me.
Yeah, I just double checked. I've got all of my stuff muted. I've got all of my accounts on mute.
I'm muted all mine. Mute anything else too. Okay, however, like I said before, the biggest weakness of the maintenance privacy is almost always your own OPSEC. I agree. That's the reason why, like, that's why I'm favoring this Meshtastic over everything, because currently you're in control of it. Now, if you were to be your own broker and your own server, that makes it one more step. Now, granted, you're sending encrypted stuff over the internet. Can it be decrypted? Possibly. But the difference is that you're taking something, instead of relying on applications in these places, let's say WhatsApp or what's the other one, Telegram, whatever other thing, instead of relying on other people to provide you a service, you're providing yourself a service. So that's where, like, there's a layer there, like, where it's not really seen. Like, okay, well, I'm in control of this Meshtastic device, me alone. And then there's other layers to make it even more private if you wanted to. Now, there's other things I like where it doesn't save the messages. Basically, if you don't get the message, you never get it. It's basically like UDP. Like, I keep saying that, but it's not exactly that. But here's an example. That's why I like it. Again, especially during these times where these governments and wherever you go, they're shutting. They can flip of a switch, shut all your communication stuff down. If you want to get in contact for your own safety, for your loved ones and stuff like that, how are you going to do it? So this is just this is a cool way. Now, if that fails, you also have LoRa. You know what I mean? Now, a lot of people don't have a ham radio license. I'm still working to get mine. This is free and available. You don't need a license for it. So there's multiple layers here of communication. This is supposed to be for more of the masses and the general public. And if you want to get into ham radio, you can, but that takes a little bit longer to do. And you need a special license. There's a lot of rules. FCC don't play around. So this is, it's hard to get in trouble with this because it's legal. You don't need a license for it. And it can work if you get a lot of people that have Meshtastic devices. We can build the giant network just based off of LoRa alone, but a lot of people don't have it yet. So it's just a cool thing that you have. So, but device stands runs on Google software. What? Oh yeah, but you can use other. I can use my TDEC. For example, my TDEC is completely isolated device. It has no. There's nothing on it but Meshtastic firmware at all. So you can buy devices that are strictly just this. You can use it on a computer if you wanted to, a Linux machine. You don't have to use a phone. Exactly. So you don't have to use a cell phone. That's the thing. There's multiple layers. You can customize this experience what you want. So if you don't want to use your iOS phone because Apple's constantly spying on you, you can get a device like this where it's a completely isolated device. Or use a computer with a lockdown operating system and just use the web UI. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do.
I have a node in my area that is elevated much higher than where I'm at. And that one is probably, I would say, around 8 kilometers away from me, so roughly around like 5 miles. And it's getting, I want to say, maybe 10 to 13 different devices pinging off that one node.
That's cool.
You can check it out on like Meshmap and stuff. It's interesting because this guy's getting like all the traffic.
That's pretty cool. I need to get something like that too. I'm 500 where I'm currently located. I'm 530 feet above sea level. So I definitely, if I got a tower up here, I could definitely get some distance if I had something like that. Something I want to do too in the future. But I have this setup. I gotta get the battery stuff figured out because I know the last time I tried doing it, I burnt something. I was like, okay, I could either look into this a little bit more before I burn something completely.
One of the things that I love about this and having the TDEC Plus, I am sure it's obviously on all of them, but like I can see there's, wow, it just jumped from 7 satellites to 12 satellites. It shows my longitude and latitude, and I'm 257 meters above sea level.
Oh, I love that.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And then you can since you have the GPS, if you happen to fix the maps on your
I have
Meshtastic, okay, you can find like just the nearest node that's around you and click it, and you can actually like track your way to that node.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure
I
that out.
haven't done it personally, but yeah, there's multiple options to kind of do that and track and do all that kind of stuff.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to, cause like, I know there's some southwest of me, so I'm gonna have to see. I'll keep my maps open for a while, so I won't be able to message, and I'm gonna see if I can get another pin to pop up.
You know what's cool too with that the MQTT stuff? I captured your nodes too, so like you can. I thought that's a cool feature too. It's like, oh wow, you actually connect to your node, and I don't know if you can send personal messages though. I think that's only through LoRa. Only LoRa, right?
You can send through G sent me a personal message, but I was having some issues actually like opening it and reading it. But I saw the drop down come down on my phone, and I did see the message. I was able to read it, but when I clicked into it, it didn't open and appear.
Yeah. So here's you, Cherry. So change. Let me go back to messages. Messages. Yes, now it's not. I don't see it. Oh, you're using the mesh pocket for yours?
I am, yes.
Okay. I can see what device you're using too, which is pretty cool. This is Cherry Tomato setup.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool. And D, see, I think you're using the TDEC if I saw correctly. Yeah, so you're using the TDEC.
Yeah, TDEC Plus, yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't, that's cool.
Yep, so I can see I'm using the Heltec V3, which is basically built inside this thing. Yep.
I have so
the app's nice.
Devices.
I got tons of mesh devices. Let's see the collection I got over here.
Yeah, so you asked me about the, or you mentioned about the Meshnology N37, the one that you just showed, the black one with the GPS and stuff.
Yeah, because I saw you playing with the internals.
Yeah, so I have the black one. I have the N37. I have the Weo Tracker L1 e-ink display. That's the video that I had put out today.
Okay.
So it's basically the same guts as the black one, just different screen.
Yep, you don't have the shell though, right?
Not for that one, but I did print one because that one was the e-ink display. It doesn't come with a shell. So they do have like the files and stuff like to have one online, like through their, I guess they have the SSL files for it on their either GitHub or their website that you can print for free. But I was able to print one out, and I just waiting for hardware so I can install it.
Yeah, this is really cool. This is really cool looking. I really like it. I'm gonna be experimenting with it a little bit. I still got the other one I gotta put together too. But yeah.
My favorite is the I'm liking the N35, so it's like it's the same size as the
this one
the green one. I think that was the army green one that you were showing off.
Yeah,
I think it was. I don't know, the lightning was playing.
This is the
So that one is my favorite from Meshnology. I like the size.
Me too.
I don't really care too much about the GPS too much. I mean, because it's connected to the phone. You know, when you're syncing into your phone, it does read like the GPS off the phone as well. So you kind of get a somewhat accurate reading as per location. But that one is one of my favorites, as well as the LilyGo T-Beam Supreme. That one is my favorite.
T-Beam Supreme, yes.
Hands down.
Yes, I like that one too. I felt it's sad though because I really like the T3S3s, but I didn't realize that it's locked down to only 2.4 gigahertz transmission, like to use LoRa. Yeah, you can't use like the if you wanted to. If I wanted to put the United States region, just like so I could talk on that band, it won't work. It's not designed for it. It doesn't have it. So it's only good if you have two of those and like you want to talk locally and stuff like that. But that's what that's designed for. So I was like, oh,
Interesting.
yeah, I found that out this week. I was like, oh, okay, well now I know better for next time. But I also got to break in. I haven't really used it. My Spec 5 Spectre, that little mini phone with the gadget. I think it's a Heltec, honestly. That's connected to the back of it. That's a cool. I should break into this one too.
Hilton B3s are like the Cadillac of uh
Yeah,
of like LoRa right now for the boards. They're so common. They're very reliable.
yeah, accessible too. You can get it on Amazon, get it anywhere. I mean, it's great. It's honestly great. I believe that's what's inside. Yeah, but basically it's inside everything. We get all these little mini projects and everything we got going on. It's the default device, really.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. But all right, so we do because since you're here, do you want to shout out any? Want to look at any of your videos? You want to talk about any recent videos you've done recently? So I didn't do the shout out segment yet, and I figured we're a little late, but it's up to you if you want to talk a little bit about something that you created this week. Or you want to go over?
I've been messing around, obviously, with the Meshtastic stuff. That's kind of what I've been getting into. But I think right now I've been getting a lot of interest in the RFID stuff. So I've got a Proxmark 3 Easy. I have a Chameleon Ultra that I got in as well. And I've been reading a lot of like the RFID cards and kind of dumping the information to my computer and just kind of learning, how RFID truly works and things like that. And I do plan to make a device that is basically you can toss it in your backpack, connect it to it's basically an RFID reader that you can basically do longer distance reading, essentially. So you can toss it in your backpack, connect it to it, and then you can get readings from different RFID readers, like on buildings and stuff like that. Just kind of like basic information.
So you have to basically touch things like every other device
exactly.
does. So you can just
exactly.
gather, walk by somebody.
Yeah.
I see.
I mean, it won't be terribly, far. I'd have to still kind of walk by it. But I was talking with am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here, D. We just lost D.
Okay. Okay. But I was talking with someone earlier about a arcade game card that my son has. It's a very basic My Fair classic 1K card, so the security on it is fairly weak, but everything is server-sided, so like tokens, tickets, that kind of thing are all server-sided. So I wanted to see kind of like how those cards work in the sense of holding information. And when I was talking to this person, they were like, well, if you go back to like the arcade and stuff, usually the people who are at the arcades and stuff, they have like the MasterCards or essentially the MasterCard.
Pedro, thank you very much for that.
Different stuff, and you can scan those with like the little handheld, or not handheld. It's actually fairly big, and basically get the information there. It won't hold anything as far as like, you can't keep that information and transfer it to a card or what have you, but you can kind of just get some basic information, the type of cards that they use, and you can scan the different arcade game machines and get readings on those as well. RFID is really, really interesting when you actually take the time to look.
Well, and I feel like there's not that much out there for it. Like it's very limited currently. Like you can only do the touch stuff, right?
There's a ton of stuff. It's just we don't really see a lot of it because it just happens to be more of like retail stuff, factories, farms, products, things like that. That you're trying to keep inventory. It could be high frequency, low frequency. It could be 13.56 megahertz for the high and 125 for the low. So there's so much that you can learn from it. Cards, scanner, key fobs. There's, if you actually go online and just say top 50 RFID like items, you're gonna look at every single one of those and be like, well, that makes sense. I knew about that, but I didn't really think about RFID being in it. But
Yeah, well, it's like people
is
forget
one of
like
the
this
things.
stuff is not magic. Like there's tech stuff that like there's ingenuity that goes behind all this stuff. Like it doesn't just work by magic. Like there's a science to it, and you get to see it. You're seeing it firsthand. Like, oh, that's how that works. Oh,
Oh,
that's
absolutely. There is a company called Midwest Gadgets, and they are located in Michigan, and they make RFID extenders, amplifiers, and things like that for like the Flipper Zero and for Proxmart and other stuff. And basically, what it does is you can connect it to, like, we'll just, for example, we'll do the Flipper Zero extension board. It's a RFID um, PCB that goes on the bottom of the RFID reader. And on the end of it is an IPEX connection, and you would connect an IPEX cable from the Flipper side to a special like key card that has an IPEX connection on the card itself. So it's sending the data from the Flipper Zero to that extender card that's underneath it through the cable, and then to the card. So there's an RFID reader in the card. There's an RFID reader in the opposite end of the cable that is attached to the Flipper, and it cleans the signal. So there's not going to be any transmission or data loss being going from the card to the Flipper itself, which is it's insane. And he got some bigger, longer cables in, I think like 60 centimeters and 90 centimeters, so long enough to be able to have like your device in your pocket and run the cable through your sleeve, or have it so that you can punch a hole in the card and put one of your badge ID retractable. I don't remember the real name, but it's just kind of like one of those like retractable badge holders that you can just clip to your pants or your shirt or whatever.
okay.
And
The lanyard stuff.
and make it a little less discreet.
Now, where'd you see all this stuff from?
Midwest Gadgets.
Midwest Gadgets. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
Midwest Gadgets. It's, you're actually in a server with him earlier today. Ham Spiced.
yes.
That's his company. Yeah. So he does
Oh,
all the
okay.
RFID stuff.
Okay, so he was like definitely seemed like he was knowledgeable. So I was overhearing you guys talking today. I was like, wow, this guy really knows his
Yeah,
stuff.
he's only been doing it a year, but he is, he knows a lot of stuff. He's very knowledgeable in the RFID field. So
Good to know. Now I got a question for you because
yeah.
So I got a question for you because you're doing the YouTube content creation for a little while now, and you see all these gadgets coming in and out. What would you say is probably the most exciting thing have you seen recently? Just out of your opinion, because for me, I feel like a lot of this gadgets and stuff out there are becoming a little bit repetitive. Like they seem like they kind of do mostly some of the same things, but they might have a little bit of different flavor and taste. Like what are you excited about? Like what do you see out there that like it's like, oh, that's pretty cool, I'm interested in that, or that's something unique? Just curious on your take of everything.
I think, to be honest, like recent days, the pager, the Hack 5 pager, the Pineapple pager.
Okay.
That is something completely different. We knew that it was going to be a matter of time before Hack 5 came out with a pretty good product that they made a lot of money during the DEF CON thing.
Yeah,
and
3 million.
Pre-orders alone.
That guy told us
it was a lot. Yeah, but they did say that they have some other devices that are planned, and I'm almost curious if they are going to be coming out with some kind of maybe handheld device, like a tablet or a handheld device like a Hackberry Pi or a U console or something like that.
And it's something that we've never seen before. Like it's completely new in the space. Like I can't think of anything that's completely new. I can't think of an idea. Oh, that's something you can do. Like, what are they cooking? What are they cooking right now?
I have no idea. I mean, it's maybe the product is something that we've seen before, but maybe the functionality, like its capabilities, are maybe something that we haven't really seen before. Maybe
Well,
kind of similar to how the Comet is. It's like it runs Linux with a Raspberry Pi, but you have all these different modules and components that you can switch out and make it different.
Do you think Hack 5 would make a multi-tool like a Flipper Zero? Do you think that's something in their wheelhouse that they might make one of these days?
Honestly, the pager. I think the pager with the proper modules and things like that. If they, they already have plans for a Meshtastic, for a LoRa Meshtastic module. They already have the plans for a SIM card module. They have the GPS module planned as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they have RFID. All these devices would just plug in via USB.
I think that'd be like
kind of similar to
their new like staple like handheld gadget, like the Wi-Fi pineapple pager. Like they'll just keep adding and building off of that in the future. You think?
Yeah, I think they would just kind of milk that. Now as far as any of the newer devices that they plan to release, I couldn't tell you. It's hard to think, through all of the different gadgets and things like that, what they could possibly make that is innovative and new and something we've never seen.
Yeah, and I have total faith in them too. Like when they say something, like it's not, I don't question. It's like, yeah, they have the resources and the money. They can do it for sure, and the experience. Like if anybody can do it, they can do it.
Oh, I'm sure. They have the fan base. They have, they're doing all of this without even having to do any kind of Kickstarter campaign. And it's amazing. The amount of money that they were able to bring in just in pre-orders alone, without any help from Kickstarter or anything like that.
Yeah, just word of mouth, basically saying, "Hey, like I'm Hack 5, I'm making something new," and everybody jumped. Like, jumped on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's their their products are known for great UIs, especially like the Mark 7 router. The UIs for the Wi-Fi Pineapple is amazing. It's gotten to the point where it was cloned. A lot of people have made like the little mango pineapple and the shadow pineapple. And cloning the basically the idea to make a smaller, more affordable version. And I feel like that should be more of a instead of more frowned upon by Hack 5, I would say it would be more of a I feel honored that you see that my product as being good enough to
copy and mimic.
Be copied or mimicked. Exactly.
You know what's funny? Like you're talking about that, I was gonna make one. Now I have it right here. I got all the components to make it. Right. I bought all the stuff I saw on YouTube. Somebody else make it. But I'm saying to myself, why am I doing this? Because to me, there's already content creators that made these not rogue Wi-Fi pineapples, but the cheaper ones, the knockoff ones, and they're burning out. They have a lot of issues. I can tell you, this thing is super cheap too. Like that's 10 don't even want to stay up. Like to me, it's like, and I'm like, it's not worth it.
Yellow one.
These things are not hard to build at all. Meshnology, dude. I'm impressed.
They're not hard to build at all. Obviously you just need the proper USB like little network adapter to plug in, and the two firmwares and stuff like that to update the device. But I had a yellow one, and that one actually burnt out on me. But apparently the black ones or the gray ones, however you see the color, that one was upgraded a little bit. So I don't have that darker one, so I can't confirm. But apparently it's a little bit better than the yellow one. So.
Right.
There is a device that was very intriguing. That it's basically a hotspot. I believe it's a hotspot router, like a 4G hotspot router. That there's a software called Ray Hunter, and apparently you can install Ray Hunter onto the device, and if I remember correctly, I would believe it would notify you if there is anyone that is trying to, I guess,
Is it deauthor? Is it deauthor?
I don't want to say the wrong stuff. Let me actually double check exactly what it does. But it's a very cool concept, and it works based off of open source tool for EFF to detect cellular spying. So basically, if it can detect if there's anyone spying on your phone. So if like someone is connected to your cell phone, the Ray Hunter can see that there is someone basically, taking a look at your stuff. It changes colors on the screen, like there's a bar. So it's I'm trying to get one of the devices itself so that I can test it, here. But it's a pretty cool project. It's all open source, so you just need to spend like $100 or so on the old 4G router, hotspot routers, in order to do it. There's too many projects.
That's the thing too, and I'm like, it's like now you gotta find time. So it's like, then as a YouTube content creator, you're like, all right, I gotta prioritize. Because if I spend too much time on a project, now I'm not producing that much videos. Depending on where you are, me personally, I'm I'm kind of get to the point where I kind of want to slow down production anyway. But but during those times, you're like, all right, I have all these cool ideas, but I don't have time to do it. I gotta do this video. I gotta get this done. I gotta get this out. And like you get caught up in it, and you're like, oh, it's not worth the time to do it, and this and that, and then you forget about it. Then a month goes by, and you're like, oh, I never did that project, and then you start kicking yourself a little bit, and then so what have you. Momentum for firmware. What's your favorite avenue since you've been doing content creation? Like, what do you find that you like to do the most? Do you like doing the unboxings? Do you like doing the deep dives? Like, what have you done? Because it's usually when you first start out on YouTube, you start to get that little feel like, oh, I really like it's just this really excites me. Like, what do you think would be your favorite thing?
It's a good question. So obviously, when you first start out, it's like, okay, well, I have to do the unboxing, I have to show the experience, I have to lay everything out on the table and basically let people have that same experience that I'm having. And some people like that. Some people just like you to get to the point. It all depends on what the person is really there, to watch the video for. I personally just like to go over the product, and eventually I will show how to use it. But most people are pretty pretty savvy on how to use a device, especially if they're looking it up on YouTube. But I usually just go over the device, hands-on, showing and flipping it around, and kind of comparing to like other devices that I have. What firmwares are available for that product. That way, if they're torn between two different ones, like I see all the time, hey, which one should I get? Should I spend money on a Flipper Zero, or should I spend money on the T-Embed? And it's kind of apples to oranges at that point, because they both are similar, being that they are both small, handheld, portable devices, but they each, like the T-Embed offers built-in Wi-Fi and things like that, but the Flipper Zero has better power management. It has better emulation and RFID, right? The range is longer for the sub-gigahertz. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the boards and things like that for the Flipper Zero, all the accessories are really expensive, and so if you really don't see the value in something like that, you know, like either some Rabbit Labs products or the Wirehatter, then you would just go to like a all-in-one kind of device that is more affordable, like the T-Embed, and then put Bruce on it, you know, or there's also another one that you should check out, and if there's anybody else that has a T-Embed that is looking for a newer firmware to kind of play around with, that one is going to be called Bus Pirate.
Bus Pirate is it free firmware?
It's an open source project, yeah. And that one is, let me double check to see who it's by. I'll link. Actually, let me jump on here and I'll link it in chat. It's called Bus Pirate.
Yeah, I'll look at it too.
And it's a pretty cool. It's a cool project, and it's basically you have your device and you flash the firmware onto it and control everything via a web UI. And it's by Geo-TP, and I'll put the GitHub link in the description or in the chat. If anyone is interested in taking a look at it.
Let's go ahead and look. Did you post it yet?
I'm going to right now. Yeah, I posted it right now. And I think Chuck was asking about the Keyu board, if he's able to install a 8266 board to his Keyu to basically have internet. I'm not 100%.
I'm not sure either. Yeah,
I've seen someone actually install a. I want to say it was a was it a C3, an ESP32 C3, to the board. I don't know what the function was for it, but I know that from my testing on the D4A and using just like the basic Wi-Fi dev board and just sticking the board into the GPIO and letting the pins contact the board itself, I was able to scan like my networks and things like that. I wasn't able to de-auth anything, but you're able to still kind of explore, you know, the networks around you, use Bluetooth, that kind of thing. Not on the Wi-Fi dev board because it doesn't have Bluetooth, but another board, if it has a ESP32 room, you could definitely do all that kind of stuff with it. So
good to know. And the other firmware you showed me, it looks very. I like that the simplicity of it too. Like sometimes all these like GUI looking and like very like graphically enhanced firmwares, they're really nice and all, but something about the simplistic, fast, lightweight firmwares are nice. So that's what that bus one looks like to me, like a nice, simple, lightweight, does the business type of one. So
yeah, it's pretty simple. It's basic. There's no like the user interface is not.
And people that are watching, I'm currently updating my flipper right now.
So.
Yeah. So I'm currently, while I'm talking to you, I'm updating my Flipper Zero to the latest momentum. Dude, I did not realize their web UI changed so much. The flasher. Oh my god, this is completely different.
They changed it. Mm-hmm.
I haven't done this like maybe in a year.
And I honestly think it's recent too. I think it's been pretty recent that they changed the.
Yeah, it did not look like this back in the day.
Flasher. Yeah, and I definitely prefer Momentum over, you know, say Unleashed or Roguemaster. I just like the community a little bit better, but and I've been rocking Momentum before, you know, it really took off.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember the Extreme firmware.
That's what I had originally because I didn't know any better. Because I just thought that was the best one. Then someone was like, "You dude, use Momentum. You're an idiot." Like, oh, okay.
It was back when it was available. It was popular, you know, and it was pretty active. Willie was part of the was like one of the developers, you know, helping them out, and then, you know, he ended up doing his own thing and started Momentum, and, you know, the rest is history.
My robot arm is flipping the F out. Hold on. Does not like this angle. All right, forget it.
I'm excited for the BLE Shark Nano. The firmware updates. I actually have to do the latest one. I think they're on 0.991. So I'm excited for that, and I'm actually happy that they were able to get most of the devices shipped to the States, and with that whole headache going on there.
Dude, like that. Speaking
I'm
of
just
that,
waiting for mine in Europe.
like speaking of that, I got nailed for $30 just to get the Keyu to my studio because of the whole stupid tariff stuff. And then it's only like, to me, that's the first time as a YouTube content creator where something was being sent to me where I had to pay extra money to receive it. Like, and I know that's just small compared to what everybody else is dealing with, but this is a big deal, and I don't think it's going to go away. I think that's going to be a big problem in the future for a lot of these businesses that make these hacking gadgets. It's going to make it even harder for people to get.
Yeah, it's definitely hurting a lot of people. So I mean, even though like we're not, people that are not in the U.S. as far as like the consumer, we still have to pay taxes on the items that we receive to an extent, but we also do get we also have to get a raise in price, so that it can compensate for certain things that are the money that's not being made.
Yeah.
In the United States. So even though it's affecting the U.S., it's affecting every country. It's terrible.
And I feel like bad for.
I just shipped.
No, go ahead.
I just shipped a PCB board to a friend who lives in Israel, and it cost me $133 to ship that.
That's insane. That tiny little board.
Absolutely insane. Yeah, it was like maybe a half a pound, like weight-wise, not even. It was 2 boards, and it was super lightweight. And granted, it will get there in a week's time, but $133 is insane.
No, again, I just feel like this is the beginning of the new way the world's going to be. Unfortunately, it's a shame, absolute shame.
Yeah.
I hope, and
we'll see how everything goes.
Yeah, I think we'll see, but I really hope that I think DIYs too, like people get more familiar with DIYs, like the cheaper option, the cheaper DIYs, I think will be there'll be not a boom, but there's still that option. Like if you really want to build a cheap hacking gadget, the LilyGo TT Go. I mean, it doesn't do a lot, but it gets your foot in the door. So if you're somebody it doesn't have a lot of money to invest in a really nice hacking gadget, plus the tariffs, you can get away with a $9 device, and whatever you're gonna pay to get shipped to you. But like, it's not the best, but there's still options out there.
I think the best device for, let's just say you have a $40 budget. I think the best device to get is the M5 card computer. You can do a lot of networking stuff, especially with Evil M5 firmware on there. The other one is the main developer for it, and it does so much. You can do. He just added 2 firmware releases ago where you can see like the public CCTV like around the city. So if the city has open CCTV like cameras, facing like
on the M5,
something like that, you can get live feed from it. Yeah,
what?
It's not the best. It's like it's like 1 or 2 like frames per second. The video feed, but it's still a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, I didn't even know that exists. That's pretty cool. I know Talking Sasquatch like loves the card computer. Like that's like his like to me. I see like he talks about that one a lot.
Yeah, it's a good device. I know some people think that the screen, like Zen in chat was saying, that the screen is too small. I think it's fine. Honestly,
it's tough.
You don't really need a lot of real estate. Like you don't even need a nice looking UI on any of the firmwares really to actually have it, a functional, firmware working device. So I've been pretty pleased with the size of it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I prefer that over the M2 Plus. I find this very hard to use just for myself because it's small. It's definitely doable and it works great with Bruce. So it's not, don't like sleep on it. But for me, with all the LilyGo devices that I have in the studio, and again, I get those sent to me quite frequently. That's why I gravitate toward LilyGo more, just because they're just so great with sending me stuff and it's very easy to make projects and make my own hacking gadgets. And the TM beds are like just great. They just have been, and then they keep getting better and better. So it's tough for me to justify anything else.
I see the TM bed for LilyGo like progressing. So like with a lot of LilyGo products, you know, like for example the watch, you had the T watch, and then the T watch Plus, and now we have the T watch Ultra. You know, and for the TM bed, we had the TM bed, the TM bed CC1101. We have the TM bed Plus. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a TM bed Pro, or maybe even skipping that and just going to a TM bed Ultra.
Yeah.
Adding maybe the GPIO port on the top so that you can add like modules similar to how they did with the pager, the T-Lore pager.
What the heck was that?
You know,
I heard voices. What was that?
You
can't just do that. You were gone.
The pager, if Bruce could get the
I'm installing Momentum right now.
RFID working on it, which I'd be super happy if we could get that pager working with RFID, because it runs the same RFID chip as the Flipper Zero. So
it does? I didn't know that.
The T-Lore pager does, yes.
Oh, so and yeah, I would love to see Bruce get.
It can do emulation. It definitely could do emulation. The PN532 doesn't do the emulation, which is unfortunate, but hopefully the RFID stuff will get, you know.
So for people that are watching, I just wanted to just say it real quick, is that I installed Momentum back on my flippers. I haven't updated it in a long time. And I just plugged in the Keyu to see what would happen. And it seems like it flashed the firmware. So just by me plugging in and it's doing stuff. So I don't know if I broke it or what, but I just figured, hey, let me just try it, see what happens. And I'm waiting for it to say. Oh no, it's saying, it keeps showing that like the firmware is flashing. It keeps turning on and off, on and off, on and off. So I don't know if this is actually working or not. But if it's that easy, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there it is. It's showing the. I didn't do anything but plug it in. Time for what?
It does take some time.
Oh, it does? Yeah, so it seems like it's actually flashing it. Let me go down.
You know, Ghost ESP is another cool firmware.
Is that what comes with the Phantom?
That one is compatible with the Phantom, yeah. Rabbit Labs also sells the Ghost ESP board, so that's the one that has the black PCB. Well, the new one's now green with a little ghost, like a Pac-Man scary-looking ghost on it. But Decky and Toda have been working. They're two devs for the Ghost ESP revival. They got it compatible with TDEC Plus, which is awesome, as well as the TM bed, and they're working on getting RFID to work on it as well, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. They've been progressing really quickly with that project, so I'm glad to see that it's in good hands and.
Good. The time to be alive, for sure. And so it's almost done. So it seems like it's installing the firmware, Momentum firmware, on the Keyu with nothing fancy. Plug it in. I did do the dev, I guess, the dev version of the Momentum firmware. It seems like it's loading, so we'll see what happens when it's done. It actually boots up with the firmware on it. Well, that'll be interesting if it's that easy.
Yeah, you're gonna honestly, like, if you think about the project as a whole, it's I gotta close YouTube real quick because it's giving me an echo. But as the key support as like a whole, it's a great concept.
Yeah.
You know, I think, for the form factor that it is and all of the components that it offers, I think it's great. I think obviously with more revisions to the boards and things like that, things will get better. It does need some improvements, but I'm excited to see like where they take it. If it gets bulkier, or if they add like JST connectors, or battery connectors and things like that to the board itself, so you can plug in what you want, like an external battery or a module. I know they were talking about header pins being added to the board as well. So obviously I see that they have plans, for it, but interested to see,
Yeah, to me,
maybe 6 months from now, and see how the project is.
yeah, to me it seems like they give you a skeleton and like they like, all right, here it is, community. You see what you can do with it, like type of deal for me. Like that's what it seems like. Here's the bare bones. Modify this the
That's
way you
kind of
want
how
it.
Ruligo is too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed that, but they don't have any firmware. They just make the development products and boards and things like that, and they leave it up to the community to build the firmware around that. They have a firmware that comes with the board, but I usually consider that more of like a demo, like placeholder, if you will, for just to have until you get the other firmware, or maybe to have and learn how to use the device, and then
Yeah,
you can flash
for
the other
testing.
compatible firmware.
For testing, I feel like for testing too.
Exactly, for testing. Yep.
Yeah. It says no factory
But
keys found. Secure something is damaged. Some apps will not work. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still showing though. It booted. Here I am. So left. Wow, look at that. Actually, it looks like the firmware. That's crazy. Oh, I'm back.
It is. It's insane.
That is a weird concept,
really,
dude.
really
Look at
cool.
this. That is Flipper. That is so weird. All right, let's do IR, infrared. Okay. Which one's the OK button? Okay.
I saw. So I have the V4A. So I have the previous board than the current one that's out now. But I've seen some videos from a lady named Agatha. She's one of the first people to have the board and do videos and stuff like that on it. And before, the buttons, like the up, down, the directional, the back button, all that stuff was actually down on the bottom right of the board
Really?
instead of at the top. Yeah. So they were like, well, obviously it was like the first version or concept prototype, if you will, of the board. So then when they did the V4A, they moved the buttons to the top.
It worked.
SD card, there as well. So,
I just turned off my TV with it.
yeah, the IR is great on it.
Yeah, the IR worked great. That was cool.
Somebody said
You know what also works great? And it's so funny to me too, because it's like, a lot of people are like, hey, I want a device, I want to be able to turn off my TV in school or do all that stuff. And I'm like, you don't need that device, man. You just go to Walmart, buy yourself like a $5 universal remote.
Yeah. You can buy the one that plugs into your phone. This thing still make my TV go on and off.
Yeah, the USB-C little IR thing. Yeah.
That is so cool. Seeing Flipper firmware run on this thing is like kind of like a weird experience. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is weird.
Oh, you'll be playing with that thing for a couple of days.
Yeah, I gotta definitely get the case. Tron, it's like a necessity. Like I feel like this thing's I'm gonna break this thing for sure if I don't get a case on this thing. Shout out to Tron, happy birthday, buddy. I know I said it 9 times today. How do you turn it off? Do you know how to actually turn this thing off? Like I'll hold the power button, it does nothing.
No, just let it. If you let it be for like a second or so, the little red light will turn on, and then it'll just shut off.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. Just,
Oh yeah, I see it.
stay on too long. So.
Yeah, it flashes red and then just. Oh, with a battery that small, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Keyu, everybody. Interesting. All right. So, did you put your channel links? I know I didn't. I want to make sure you put your channel link in the chat, so this way people can check you out. And thank you guys for coming tonight too, helping me as always. Appreciated. It makes it easier.
No problem, man.
And honestly, like I'm trying to think. That's because when it comes to October, so I'm like I said, I'm moving. I'm getting the studio ready. I'm adding stuff. I'm adding more decorations. We got a fog machine. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming. Well, it's already here, but I just got to put it up. The new wall, tapestries, and stuff like that. Working on the new channel, like not the new channel theme, the merchandise, everything. I kind of finally found what I want to do with the channel and what I'm going to be doing moving forward. I keep saying slow down, making videos and stuff like that, but I'll explain it later. I'm working on the podcast, doing the rolling updates. I haven't done a podcast like that in a while, explaining my plans for the channel and stuff like that for the future. But I feel like myself personally, I've reached all the goals I set out to do. I still gotta finish episode 7s of the mental health thing, about finding peace within yourself, because it's something I struggle with. But I got a lot of things. Like I kind of like, not saying I'm done, but I explain it good and better in the podcast. So look out for that podcast. Give you guys an update too. I also like, I'm noticing with the new, like for example, like I don't want to make content like on top of somebody else's content, where like I feel like I don't want to drown anybody's stuff out. I don't want to like saturate the environment with stuff. So I kind of want to give like Noble Tech, I want Cherry Tomato, Man in the Mayhem. Like these guys, like they're making great content. I don't want to also like just put stuff out there and put my stuff in the mix. Like I want to step back a little bit and move on to new things and let them get established. And they're doing a great job too. Like I watch you guys do the detailed reviews, going over every little bit of the stuff. Like I feel like my stuff's more generalized, and then like I talk about it a little bit. I get the key points, but you guys really do a good job explaining things. So like I want to step back in that aspect, and like do more like some different things in the future. So I'll explain that more in the podcast, guys. And also the October 3rd. So all the stuff I showed, we're going to be doing the big changeover. I might start changing my icons, my emblems and stuff like that to the new theme. I might wait. I don't know exactly how I want to do it yet. I mean, you guys know the theme change is coming. I already have the artwork done. So I might just push it anyway, because now that the studio is pretty much set up, I will celebrate it on the October 3rd. And I'll release all the artwork and stuff I made for the community too. But I'm looking forward to it. I sent over the you guys. I talked to you guys about it today, Tomato and D, about me sending the interview questions for Interrupt. So they've been sent over. Their team is looking at it. So once they agree on it, I'll get that pre-recorded. So my idea, guys, is that for the live event, it's going to be pre-recorded. It'll be about an hour long, and it's going to be like fun things. I'm going to do like interviews with some of the content creators, but like I'm gonna have it pre-recorded, but it's going to be a premiere. So kind of like the GhostStrats show, if you guys remember from a long time ago, we did that one episode of GhostStrats show. The event will be like that. So I can sit back and enjoy it too and be part of the chat and stuff like that. It'll be like it'll be like the Ghost Rat show. We'll do like a CTF during the event. It's gonna be. I have a lot planned for it. I'm gonna organize it better soon, but that's the idea of it. It'll be like a pre-recorded event, and then following that event, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off. And then I'll be playing Battlefield. So Battlefield will be out by then. The 10th is the next Friday after the 3rd. So I'll take some time off. And be on the front lines of Battlefield if you guys want to play. I'll be on Twitch, I think. I haven't really streamed on Twitch in a while. I might just do that just if you guys want to hang out and talk while I'm taking my break. While I get some more new things adjusted. But
breaks are good.
it definitely is needed, especially like because I'm pushing 800 videos like within a year and a half, a little bit more. I've done a lot and I covered a lot, and again, I don't want to like keep saturating the environment. I still want to do tech reviews. I still want to do stuff, but I really want to I like community stuff. I
I
love.
don't think you should have to worry about that though, because like for example, if I got a device in, I'm gonna watch someone's like review or hit their channel on that product. But then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna watch somebody else, and then I'm gonna watch somebody else. So it's like I feel like other people have that same mentality. They're not gonna just solely watch one person. So I don't really think you should restrict yourself. Or obviously we know you have a lot of stuff going on at once. You've got a lot of things you're doing. And if that helps you kind of
No, I've
stand back a little bit and kind of breathe a little bit. Cool. But if you're doing it, more as like worried about us, I honestly think I just continue doing what you're doing. To be honest, people are gonna watch multiple videos. They're gonna see your content regardless, our content regardless. So YouTube's algorithm is so weird.
it's
And
been bad
it's never
lately.
certain.
Yeah.
So you know, I would say if that's the case, to just continue what you're doing. We'll make it. We'll make it.
I appreciate it, guys, too. But I feel more at peace than anything. Like honestly, when I first started YouTube, when the traction started going, I was like, I need to get the videos out. I got to keep going. I need to learn. And I didn't know anything, so like I'm coming from a place where I need to learn the stuff first and then make a video because I got to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I can't just BS. Like I got to say, and sometimes I got to say, listen, I don't know, but this is what I've learned. And like it's been a giant learning process. If I go back to the kitchen table days when I first started this stuff, I know so much more now, and and I'm glad because that's the whole experience I got to share with everybody. But I'm getting to a point again. It's
Kitchen
just
table days. Oh man.
yeah, that was it. It was just me and a kitchen table. I had a couple of devices, and I only knew about Kali Linux at that time. I had no idea about any other operating system. It was just Kali Linux was the hacking one. I bought the Wi-Fi Pineapple because I understood it. I had a Flipper Zero because everybody had a Flipper Zero, and I made my own bootable drives. And I was like, "This is what I got, guys, and this is what I'm learning." And I bought a deauthor watch that was on Amazon at the time. I'm like, "This is what I'm learning. This is that." And then one thing led to another, and then when I started getting
Watched one of your older videos back in the day where you were building the like cyber computer inside the like Pelican style case.
Oh, yeah.
The big one where you put like a full size keyboard in there.
yeah, there it is. It's
And
using.
it was just funny how this is like you've got a full size keyboard in this case, and I'm just like, well,
I didn't
it's gonna
know.
work.
I didn't know. That's the whole part. It was a big learning adventure you guys have been a part of for me. And I've never been so open in my life. Like I don't talk to my family about my feelings. Nobody. Like even my wife, I have a hard time talking to her about anything. But I've been so open to like everybody about everything because I just felt like this was my opportunity to just like document myself and like also use it to also like tell my story a little bit. So like God forbid something happens to me, and more than anything, you guys seen the news the last couple of days how easy life can turn for most people, how anything can happen. You're not guaranteed tomorrow, and it's not to be afraid, but to understand that life is like it's not guaranteed, and you come and go. We're all passing through here. So if I can leave an echo behind of myself, and it's also for my kids. I mentioned that in the podcast. Like those mental health podcasts are for my kids too. Like God forbid something happens to me. Like I'm giving you guys every part of me that I've learned. Like not just the hacking stuff and building community stuff like that. I'm talking to you guys about God, Jesus, things that like help me and my mental health and everything that I deal with. Like to me, that was important. Like that was a part of me that I want to make sure people know about because I feel like we live in such a lost world. And I do talk to some people behind the scenes, and I just feel so bad for them. When I was at my lowest points, when I didn't have anybody to help me, I wish I had somebody just to listen sometimes. Like it was bad. Like when you start to even question your own existence, and I hate it's just a big deal for me. Still, make sure that everybody doesn't have to feel that way because you don't have to feel that way. So that was a big part of it, and I feel like I did it. So I finally at a point where I'm feeling closure on everything, where I don't feel that urgency anymore. I'm still gonna do it, but I don't feel that burden. Like it's like, all right, it's done. Whatever I do now is a bonus. So I have a different mindset now where I can kind of relax a little bit more and be myself, etc. And not worry about it. I don't worry about YouTube canceling me. I don't worry about anything like that. I've done what I set out to do. Everything else is extra now. And I really want to elevate you guys. Like that's my goal now is elevate everybody else. So that's my goal now. But, yeah.
Well, that's a great goal. I mean, obviously, at least you have a goal. A lot of people, you know, obviously, they go for, like you said, they come to people for direction, for help, and you know, and it's good you're in a position now where you're able to, you know, be the opposite end and be the one to give direction and you know
To
give
throw the
help.
rope.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I don't know how to love myself. And I'm being honest with you, that's my biggest problem right now is that anybody gives me a compliment or they say something nice to me, if somebody hands me a cup of coffee, like when I want to like throw up because I don't know how to handle it, like that's not normal to feel that way. And I'm
No, it's not.
no, and I'm learning. I'm learning. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. There's a lot of people and I'm realizing that now. So that's my next part of myself that I'm learning, my like how to love myself and how to find peace with myself, to know I am valuable, to know that like I am good enough. Like it's just when you have that trauma growing up, or we have something that you become guarded to survive just to get through your childhood. Like it's a lot of people, and it's not just me. Like there's a lot of people out there that had it way worse than I ever had it, and they went through unspeakable things. Those are the people that you got to be there for, like because it's they honestly they don't know like they don't know about. They just they need I don't know, and I'm still and that's something I'm dealing with, and I hate opening up so much and like being. And this is a tech channel. Why does this guy talk about all this stuff all the time? Like I just feel like while I can, like let me. I'm just spill. I'm giving you guys every bit of me. Like I'm just so whatever happens to me, whatever happens to this channel, whatever happens, I know I gave it everything I got, like every bit of it. I gave everything I got, for, not for myself, but for everybody else.
Yeah.
And I want other people
Well,
to do that.
just remember that we're always going to be here. You know, we all support you. You know, you dealing with your own stuff. I'm sure you know everybody is dealing with something. You know, it's no one's perfect, and you know it's not something overnight where it's going to be. You know, it's not going to be an overnight fix. You know, these things take time, and you know these breaks that you do take to better yourself and just kind of you know separate you know yourself from the YouTube side and the social media side. You know, they're needed. You know, you can't just be in social media and you know in front of a screen constantly. These breaks are
No,
you
yeah.
know
And I say break, like I'm still in the background. I'm still in the Discord servers. It's just the production slow. And honestly, I'm running out of like I have like
it
every
takes a toll. It's not easy.
yeah, and I have a lot of gadgets here. Like I have a lot. And again, 800 videos is not something like that's a lot. Like I've done a lot. So and I want to get back into the slowing down, kind of just like it's a YouTube is casual. I'm not stressing myself out. If something comes in, I'm telling companies now, like, listen, like if it's not something I love, if it's not a company I love and know, like it's you don't good luck trying to get on the channel now. Like I don't need you, like to say it that way. Like I'm not in it for the money. Like it'd be nice one day to get a sponsorship, sure, but for me, it's just like let me just I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud now live. So, but I'm figuring
Yeah,
it
we
out.
get it. Yeah,
I
we get it.
I
You
miss
know,
my
but
gaming
you
too.
don't want to get to a point where it's overwhelming, you know, and it's like, you know, and when companies reach out to you and things like that, you have like, then you're like on a deadline. You now having to put out these things, you know, for this company because they, you know, in exchange gave you this stuff. But it's like, you know, if you do it at your own pace, then it doesn't become, you know, it doesn't feel like you're working, you know,
Yeah.
you're enjoying what you're doing and that kind of thing. And that's kind of where I'm at, you know, I feel like um, if I just constantly put out a video, I feel like I'm just overworking myself for no reason. And, you know, I just do things at my own pace when I feel like doing it. And, you know, that's why I enjoy doing what I do because I'm always messing with gadgets. I'm always doing all that stuff. No matter what, you know, you can see my house. It's there's a gadget probably on you know a lot of tables here. So
That's great.
I'm always messing with something.
I started out, let's see, February. I bought my Flipper Zero, and 23 different gadgets, with more on the way.
That's awesome. It starts out like it starts out, you start out small and you start, "Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this," and it's not like too expensive. Like there's some hobbies where you're spending thousands of dollars. Like if you go golfing, so you can buy a golf club for $4,000 if you wanted to, right? But this stuff, it's not that bad. Like it's most of it's relatively under $100. So it's like a little bit here, a little bit there, and then before you know it, you have a collection of stuff.
I mean, I'm gonna nerd out here for a sec. I was I was really big into Magic the Gathering for a long time. I easily spent $60,000
Dear God.
at least in 5 or 6 years. Yeah, yeah. That you want to talk about expensive hobbies?
Dear.
Yeah. Warhammer 40K. There's another one for you. You know, average 2,000 point army is $500 to $1,000, and that's like a baseline army. And there's people that have like 20, 30, 40, 50,000 point armies. You're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, getting into this was actually
A lot cheaper, right?
forgiving. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's crazy, dude. Well, this is definitely healthier. I'm gonna be honest. This seems better, right?
Oh yeah. And I mean, like, you're talking about, throttling back the content and stuff like that. We're talking about, like, getting your mind right. Like, this is my new zen. Like, doing these gadgets and stuff is my new like happy place, if you want to call it that. So, like, learning Meshtastic with you guys is phenomenal, and like I got, stuff coming and learning more and more about the flipper every day, and learning more and more about other gadgets that I got, and like the T-dongles. I've been, programming stuff. It's like, for all of the stuff that I've got going on in my life, doing these gadget things and stuff it makes me feel better.
Yeah, it's a healthy distraction.
Yes, it sure is. Well, guys, it's going to be it for me. It is almost 4:30 in the morning here.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. It's my
I'm
man.
going to sign out, and I will talk to everyone later.
Thanks for coming tonight, man. Appreciate it.
Take care, man.
Absolutely. I'll see you guys.
See ya.
Good night.
See ya. All right. Well, I'll probably be wrapping up too, guys. It is a little longer than I usually run it, but I just wanted to, it's one of those nights where I just wanted to chill and talk with you guys. And it was fun. I like doing like having the projects, building stuff while we're talking, updating some equipment, testing out some new gadgets. We didn't do live pen testing like we normally do, but a little bit. We're still tweaking out these live streams and stuff like that too. So, like I said, guys, look forward to October 3rd. We're doing the event. I'm still planning. I'm still getting things together, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a premiere video. And like I said, take a little bit of time off because the new game's coming out, and it gives me some time to just take a break. And not a lot. I'll still probably be making YouTube shorts and stuff like that. The live streams will probably be maybe at least a week, maybe two. We'll see. But October, I mean, we have 2 more Fridays, I think, until October 3rd anyway. So we'll be doing the same thing. I'm going to still learn, get more. I'm going to make the video on the Meshtastic MQTT, explain it a little bit better so you guys know how to make your own international talking channel chat rooms. And once I get the podcast out, you guys kind of know my plan for the future. But I'm not disappearing. I'm just like, I want to. I guess I'll word it better in the podcast. I guess maybe it makes more sense. I'm not quitting or anything. I feel like finally, all right, I crossed the finish line of what I wanted to do. Now everything we do beyond this point is just extra. I want to get into like maybe self-defense one day, like cybersecurity, self-defense, and like cool gadgets like that. I want to get into digital forensics. Like there's a lot of things this project that I want to do. Like this channel can evolve even more than what it is now. But what it is right now, I haven't even expected it to even get to where it is today. So and it's just we've started a movement. We have plenty of people that the ripple effects of what we've done here, and I want to continue that. So that's what it is. It's not like I'm disappearing, but I finally feel at peace with it. So we got the new rebrand. It kind of symbolizes like, oh, we did it. This is us now, and we're ready here. We're here, and I want to focus on more things I find valuable to you guys, and we'll still do tech reviews and stuff like that. Just slowing down a little bit. I want to give other content creators more of a chance too. And while I can go adventure on some new things, I can do less of this. I got to definitely do more shorts, but I want to do more community projects. I like doing the CTF stuff with Notorious Squirrel. Maybe doing a collaboration video with Cherry Tomato. Maybe doing something with Man in the Mayhem. Like I want to do more community-based stuff with other content creators and making more cool events like Study September. Like we're all learning together right now. I got to start doing some more giveaways. We already did a couple already. I'm currently halfway done with my Ducky script class. I'm on chapter 6 on my ham radio stuff. I made 2 study guide videos today. So like things like that, like productive events. So a little bit more than just making YouTube videos and you know what I mean, that and going on from there. So that's that. And working on reverse sponsorships, like trying to elevate people like Tron, like his business, like these other businesses. I think that's really good that we're doing stuff like that. And I think I want to continue to do stuff like that. So we're kind of already doing that with other companies, but doing it a little bit more. So to me, I feel like that's the way I want to go with it. Also teaching the value of privacy and to be aware of the environment and the world that you live in right now and how things can change very fast. And why having Meshtastic and having these gadgets, these backup plans are very, very important. If my power went out right now, I have a backup plan. If there's a blackout that happens and I'm not home, my family knows what we're going to do. They just need to stay in place. They need to get to a certain location. I'm prepared, and I want to get other people prepared for that stuff too. Just because you think you have a plan, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So like, and just think about it. The lights went out right now. What would you do? Now you have your food in the refrigerator is going to go bad in so many hours. How are you going to get water? How much water and food do you have stored? How are you going to survive in the next 2 weeks without power? Like, or even 3 weeks without power? Like, think about that. Like the lights just went out right now. You lost internet. You lost everything. What do you do? Are you ready for that? Because that's a very likely thing to happen. So to me, like that stuff's important, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So not to teach everybody to fight, but to survive and to understand, like, hey, like make sure you don't forget the valuable things. And that's not just go for just for that. It goes for mental health. Jesus, I'm a Christian. I'm not afraid to say it, and things like that. So like it's stuff that important. The last video I made about the ghost drive, I hid the Bible inside of that drive. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to get that bad, but you know what? At least I'm prepared. You know, if they shut down the apps today, whatever. I'm not saying it could. I'm not saying it can't or could. I'm just saying at least I know. You know. So that's just my take on everything, and that's kind of where I'm going with all this stuff. And I'm having fun. We're doing things in a fun way, and we're also learning about some valuable tools and like that. And I feel like I don't want to constantly keep like saying this over and over and over again. So I feel like it gets a little bit too like he's saying the same thing over again. He's just in a loop. But like I just want you guys to know, like, hey, this is where I'm at. Now, honestly, I'm in definitely a better place than I was even a month ago. So I've finally found myself, and I feel comfortable. So, and we'll see where this goes. I mean, we'll keep pushing and see what happens. Maybe we'll have the same conversation at 300,000 subscribers. I don't know. I don't know what God's plan is for me, but I do know that I want to continue to help and build off of what we started. So, but I do feel like I feel more like closure, if that makes any sense. So, and I just appreciate you guys being here for the ride. So, I said it in the podcast too. And I'll stop talking in a minute, but I said it in the podcast too, where you guys saw my journey. Like, if you watch my early YouTube videos and you watch all 800 and you watch it all, you see the change. Like, you see the story, the GhostStrats character. You'll see him evolve, which is just an echo of myself and things like that. Like, we built it's like a show. Like, you're seeing a lot. So that's it. So I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna let you guys go. We're definitely way over the time we usually do things. I hope you guys have a great night, thank you everybody for coming. Definitely join the Discord. Check out the videos. Make sure you still keep. This is the halfway point for study September, so make sure you're studying. Don't catch up if you're behind. Just understand that you're basically halfway through September right now. So make sure you're about that 50% mark. Make sure you're still on track, or if not, get ahead or catch up. So don't fall behind on that stuff. I'm still waiting on my Shark Nano. Yep, it's this tariff stuff. It's a problem. I ran into some problems this week myself. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye out. Thank you everybody for coming. Appreciate all of you, and do me a favor and remember.